You're listening to Thrills Pills Rock and Soul on WythenshaweFM 87.9.
Nothing.
There was a little old man and a little old woman and a little girl, and they all lived together in a little house, and it was made of the stalks of the hemp plant. And as it grew dark, they came out of their lair. They danced.
We've got a great thing here.
There was a little old man and a little old woman and a little girl, and they all lived together in a little house, and it was made of the stalks of the hemp plant. The hemp plant. The hemp plant. And as it grew dark, they came out of their lair. They danced. And as it grew dark, they came out of their lair. They danced.
Nothing.
By day, he ran round and round that little house made of the hemp plant. In the morning, we will take off his head. That's a fine head. In the morning, we will take off his head. That's a fine head. That's a fine head.
Yeah, you're listening to Thrills, Pills, Rock and Soul. I'd like to say hello to the Doctor.
Good evening, nice to be back, Chris. Just made it through all the hordes of Spaniards flag waving in the streets of South Manchester.
It's a sad night for the Reds. I suppose it's a happy night for the Blues.
I don't know, all depends if you Blues just take pleasure in Man United losing. What do you say, BudPhatMat? Right, it's a good job he's not on mic anyway.
Now, I'd actually line the next tune up thinking that you were going to be away in the centre of Manchester for hours and hours.
No, well, thanks to Jimmy Eyebrows, Backdoor Jimmy as he's known, Back Alley
I've
Jimmy.
heard that.
Yeah.
Tenor, isn't it?
He got me here in about 10 minutes flat from Old Trafford, and that's with a
Did he
lot
put his
of
foot
troop
down?
movements.
Yeah. All right then.
Put his foot right down, kid.
Let's catch the rest of this then.
Put him back together again. Put him back together again. Put him back together again.
Yeah, you're listening to Thrills, Pills, Rock and Soul, Wythenshawe 87.9 FM. Let's welcome the Doctor.
Yeah. I'm not a real doctor, but I could certainly surgically tear apart Manchester United's performance tonight. Absolutely abysmal home performance.
No, they didn't look too bad, I didn't think. They didn't actually look too bad playing when they went forward. It was just that clowning goal.
Yeah. Well, I think Barthez has had his comeuppance a little bit tonight. Anyone that wants to ring us about that, 935-4002. Is Barthez suddenly appearing like a clown, not the best goalkeeper in the world anymore?
Yeah, I would say that he was at fault, wouldn't you? Poor old Wes Brown, he must know
He was
what's coming
certainly
next.
partly at fault for two of the goals and wholly at fault for one of the goals. Other than that, I don't think he made a mistake.
Any gutted Reds out there, phone in, it's 935-4002.
Any Blues that are really rubbing their hands together, enjoying this particular moment. I don't think, by the way, that it means United are out of the European Cup by any stretch of the imagination. we'll probably still come second in the group, and we'll go on from there. But certainly need to look at our tactics, look at our formation.
But don't you feel sorry for Paul Scholes there? He's always stuck in the middle, and he don't know whether he's coming forward, back. He's a little ginger nut. He don't know what he's doing.
Exactly, mate. He's being asked to play in a kind of ethereal, dreamlike X-File type role.
The sort of role that Cantona might sort of slip into if he was as good as Cantona.
Yeah, or like a foot taller and a lot stronger, etc.
Yeah, with more skill.
Yeah, and speaking in French.
Right. Okay.
Paul Scholes suffering a little dip in form at the moment, but he'll be back.
Another
the
thing,
Ginger
mate.
Ninja.
Right, this may be something, but as they're paid 40 or 50 grand a week, do you think someone should explain that offside thing to them? You know, that one where if you keep running, something between the goal and the goalkeeper and the last defender, and the ball comes over the top.
I said to a fellow that was near me tonight, I said, world-class striker, 10 times caught offside. I think perhaps I should flip him well, go on.
Pay me 5 grand and I'll get offside every time. All right, mate. Look, can I play the next tune here?
Please do.
This was going to be dedicated to you as you was winging your way down Princess Parkway, and it's the Beatles. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's obvious. All right, mate.
Thanks, Jimmy Eyebrows.
Yeah, Jimmy Eyebrows, nice one. The smoking tyres, I can smell them from here.
Those nice tyres.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Ooh, she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody loved me like she do me, ooh, she do me. Yes, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
No lighting up in here, mate. Can you take it outside?
Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Well, we've got resident comedian in here tonight, Jimmy Eyebrows. He's stoking us up with a few good uns. I think we're going to try and persuade him and twist his arm behind his back, get him on the mic, and he might let loose with a few. Obviously, we'll have our fingers on the faders just in case it gets a bit too blue. Good one, Wythenshawe. Hope you're enjoying it.
Ooh, she done me. She done me good. I guess nobody ever really done me. Ooh, she done me. She done me good. Don't let me down. Hey, don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Seems that we've got our eight United fans on the line.
Yeah, people very upset at what they see as another.
You know what? It ain't easy.
It's not rocket science.
All right,
it's
so
only 4-4-2.
all you United and City fans, we now know how City fans feel every Saturday when you don't know whether you're going to win or lose 6-0, whether it's going to be 17-15 at the end of the game like we was when we were kids. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you know, last night was
Small
their
boys,
first...
jumping for goalposts.
Not off. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, that was the first time in 56
I'm going to crucify that bar test.
56 games, that was the first time City had drawn 0-0.
Really, I can imagine that.
That's incredible, isn't it?
I think did you hear they're going to build a hotel on the ground just to house all the players they've got? It's about 1,600, isn't it?
You've got a bigger wage bill than McDonald's.
Right, we're going to carry on with a slight shift of style.
Yeah, give us a call on 935-4002 if you want to dedicate any of these sweet tunes
You want
to
to
anyone.
shout out?
You want to talk about the football, you want to talk about teenage pregnancy, you want to talk about me helping you in a teenage pregnancy. Like I said earlier, kids, I'm not a real doctor.
Yeah, Frills, Pills, Rock and Soul, Radio Wythenshawe, something FM. What is it, mate?
87.9.
How can you forget that?
Lock on, kids.
All right, we're going to get rid of this Beatles stuff. It's all old out. There'll never be a good group. There'll always be a pub band.
Yep.
All right, let's get some ska going. Hit, hit.
People get ready, got to rock steady. People get ready, got to rock steady. Do rock steady, do rock steady. What if you do? All you gotta do. What if you do? All you gotta do. Do rock steady, do rock steady. On the guitar, S-J, Miss S-J. On sax, little Miranda. What if you do? All you gotta do. What if you do? All you gotta do. Do rock steady.
Hello, we have a caller online. Who is it and what do you want?
How are you doing? How are you doing? It's Manny Junior, one of the presenters there, but I was just chatting off air to BudPhatMat, and he's a City fan.
He is a City fan. We
Yeah.
allow all
No.
denominations in
Yeah.
the house.
I was watching the game myself there, and, you know, all due respect there, Barthez, he made a couple of big bodges, without a doubt.
He
But he
was
did
poor.
make a couple of blinding saves as
He did
well.
as well.
He did,
Just
exactly,
preempted
but
the
He is
it's
game.
class.
like, people are ready to condemn the guy
No,
already.
he's a fantastic
No, he's
keeper.
not.
No
What
one
I
can
mean?
doubt that.
Yeah.
No one can doubt he's good.
No, I think my point earlier was, mate, he is flamboyant and he's bound to get caught out
But in
occasionally.
Europe,
It's
mate-
just two mistakes in one game compounded it, didn't it? It made
That's
it look a
right.
bit-
Well, I
but
was
later on, he's kept that scoreline down, believe me, didn't he?
Well, I was chatting to BudPhatMat there, and he's sort of saying, basically, at the end of the day, someone who's gone to the game should have the first say on it and all that, and that's a load of nonsense because
but you get the
there's
benefit of the
there's guys
replays.
out there who probably can't get tickets to go to the game.
Yeah.
So I disagree with what he's saying there, saying, oh, if you go to the game, your opinion counts, as opposed to those who don't go to the game, because that's a load of nonsense, that's what he's saying there, you know what I mean?
Well, that's like saying only people that go to the game have got a valid opinion about football. That's
Exactly,
Typical
exactly. Well,
narrow-minded City
this is-
attitude.
Well, that's a City fan coming across with something like that to us, you know what I mean? But, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I know people have paid big money, and he's saying people have paid big money to go and see it tonight, So they're disappointed, and I understand that. But you know, people can't start condemning Barthez at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
No,
what should we do then? Get rid of him, put another goalie in?
No,
do you know what I mean?
Not at all. I think
should just tie his hands together.
I think it was
Bit
a
of
bad
sellotape.
team performance tonight. You know, there were, there's a few moments of inspiration, but there was no coherence about it. And that lone striker.
What, the lone striker business? That can't be right. You explain that to us.
Well, do you know what I mean?
He looked lost up there, didn't he? All them beautiful long balls that Beckham can ping over, and he just looks lost. A number of times it hits him on the back of the head. Oh, if we had goals,
It was a bad game. It was a bad game from the off, really. I don't
But
think
it was
United
fun,
had
wasn't
a
it?
grip of it there, really. They really didn't have a grip.
And I think once you've gifted a couple of goals, they can showboat a bit, and they did. I mean, they did look.
They
quite
looked
good.
sweet,
I
didn't
think you hit it on the head there, lads. Like you're saying, Barthez is very flamboyant, and you will. To be somebody like that, you are going to get caught out. You know what I mean? And like, it was caught. I mean, obviously, I don't think you didn't see the replays or anything, or you've not seen them yet.
I haven't.
And the first one there was unbelievable because it was like him and Brown, and I don't think they knew what was going on between them.
Oh, that was
But
so funny.
From the camera behind the goal, it was definitely Bartez's fault there. There was no two ways about it. He was running, and he just he veered off to the right, and you know what I mean? He just left it.
Right.
Bombed, didn't it?
This comes back to an old argument about Jaap Stam, yeah? Have
Yeah.
we got one central defender who's too old and one who's too young and
Well,
nobody in the middle?
Well, you
Like
know what
Jaap
I
Stam
mean?
would have been in between that 36 and 16, wouldn't he?
Or could it getting a bit controversial? Could we be looking at a Grobbelaar situation?
What, a bung?
Well,
Who's paying who?
Do you know what I mean?
What, you mean that Barthez run out and just missed it because he's going to get a brown envelope in the dressing room?
Could it be?
Could
What are
be.
they on a week? $5,000 a week or something, are they, some of them players?
105 grand a week?
Well, you never know there, but...
Well, listen, before you go, I mean,
Yeah.
what do you think are our chances now of progressing in the Champions League? Do you think we'll get the second place?
Do you know, whenever I watch the football and all that, and they always have the talk at the end, it's always, well, the next game's a very important game to us. That's how it always comes across. It's not the game that just play. You know, each game should be important, and they always look at it, well, it's like even with England when they're playing, they always say, well, the next game, you know, it's an important game for us. That, you know, if they draw or if they lose that game, the actual game they've played that night, and it's I don't know.
Consigned to history, isn't it?
But Keane can't get his foot in there anymore, can he? There's no one in midfield to boss it about anymore. You know, like it used to be Ince or Robson or something. You know, someone who put the foot in. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore.
I just think it was definitely a bad night. But I know people are going to. I mean, you might get a few callers coming on, but I don't think we should be condemning Barthez now. I mean, he's made a few mistakes, but. You know what I mean? I think people out there, a few of them, well, let's get rid of him now. Let's get rid of Barthez.
We've gone down that route last season. We had about 6 keepers.
Oh.
And in the second half, he saved 2 certain goals.
Well, he did, actually, yeah. I think it was the first couple of minutes into the second half. One of them was absolutely superb there, you know what I mean? It was like bang on to him there. It should have been a goal, but he was there, and, you know, so all credit to the guy at the end of the day.
Oh. Lovely to talk to fella Red. Give us a call next week,
What do you think of Andy Cole? Andy Cole's, he only come on sort of second half there. What do you think of him as a player yourself?
He's not bad for a 1 in 9er.
Do you reckon?
A 1 in 9er, isn't he? 9 chances, gets 1 in.
He should have scored with that header.
He's got the, what is it? I was listening to the statistics or something. He's got the highest score rate, at the moment.
Yeah, and if you were to convert his chances into goals, he would be the greatest goal scorer ever. So thanks a lot for calling. Let's have a City fan on in a bit.
You won't get one of them on City fans, will you?
All right then.
You never know. BudPhatMat.
Cheers for that then.
Cheers, Arcade.
See you later.
Nice
Adios,
one.
amigo.
See ya. Right, we're going to carry on. We're going to introduce a new band to you. Who are they, mate?
This band are from East Manchester, but they play all over Manchester. In fact, they've got a load of gigs coming up, which we'll tell you about after this tune. Their name is Hedz Jellmo. Listen out for them very near to you very soon. This is Beauty.
You have 5 messages. Message 1.
Hello, I'd just like to say, Thrills and Pills, best load of mishmash of rubbish I've ever heard. Keep it up, lad. One more thing, play some drum and bass. Sort your heads out.
There is a place
Where you wear your beauty, and it's on your inside. You wear your beauty on inside, yeah. Girl, me, I love you, 'cause your beauty's on inside. You wear your beauty on inside, yeah. check out the moon. Check out the moon that your vibe get. Check the moon that your vibe get, man. Check out the moon how the vibe is. Check the mood how the vibe is. Inside him, inside on, inside him, inside on. I'm not prepared to be silent. I'm not prepared to be silent, no. Prepared to be silent. I'm not prepared to be silent, no. 'Cause you know the truth, you know it's true. You know the moon, you know it's true. Yeah, check out the moon that you vibe with. Check the mood that you vibe with me. Check out the moon that you vibe with. Check the moon that the vibe get, yeah. 'Cause you know the truth, and you know it's true.
Oh yeah, the sounds of Hedz Jellmo there. Watch out for them. They're going to be knocking round your way pretty soon. We've got Bigwig just on the other side of the mic now. He's taking a well-deserved break. Put that cig out.
All right, mate. I'm not lit it. I'm just going outside now for a quick break. I'm leaving the doctor in charge. But I just say, I've heard that you described. How did you describe Hedz Jellmo a minute ago?
Hedz Jellmo, yes, the latest sound of Marge Simpson with a sex change into Maisie Gray. No, he's got a bad throat there. He's got nodules on his throat, and I thought I'd tell his wife about it. Yeah. No, that's Hedz Jellmo, ladies and gentlemen. It's spelled like this. So watch out for them. They're going to be knocking about your way pretty soon, as I say. We've got one more tune coming up before BudPhatMat comes on the scene. This is a John Lennon tune with someone else singing, and well, whatever it's called. Oh yeah, the sound of John Lennon, some clown singing.
Nice of you to bring our mascot along tonight, the Eyebrows.
Yep.
He's good with his mum to let him come out.
6'4" and he doesn't snore.
Is it any wonder I reject you first? Fame, fame, fame. Is it any wonder you're too cool to fool? Fame. Bullet for you, shooting for me. Gotta get a razor gun. Fame. What's the name? What's the name? What's the name? What's the name?
Yeah, BudPhatMat coming right up. Okay, Thrills, Pills, Rock and Roll, bringing you David Bowie there with John Lennon, co-written by him, and John Lennon playing guitar. We've got some more sounds from BudPhatMat going on. You can hear stuff going on the Wythenshawe Forum. There's a massive Asian festival going on in here, and let me tell you, the place is buzzing.
Isn't it Asian nude line dance?
No, I don't know anything
Don't think
about
so tonight.
that. Don't know anything about that. This is BudPhatMat mixing it up, breaking some beats, breaking your hearts.
I don't care what tomorrow might bring. I take no comfort.
What the hell is that? Whoa. Rewind. Yeah, we've had a phone call already. Don't know what sort of record that was.
That was rubbish.
It was rubbish, wasn't it? Who was it? Who was it?
It was someone from, I'm not saying from where. Right,
Well-
mate, Thrills, Pills, Rock and Soul, Wythenshawe FM 87.9. Did you spot the deliberate mistake? Alan and Brian. They had a show today, Alan and Brian, this afternoon. They were fantastic, doing lots of shout-outs. They were discussing the legalisation of cannabis. They had lots of phoners from Wythenshawe. I think on it was about 60-40 in favour of legalisation.
Let me tell you, I've been on the streets and I know that's real.
All right.
That's a real kind of thing.
All right.
If anyone wants to say anything about the legalising of cannabis,
Yeah, come on. Right, because what we did, we went out on the streets, and I've got it with me. We're going to play a bit of what you out there think about legalising marijuana.
Straight away
All
after
right.
an old tune by Fontella Bass, recently snided by the AA Rescue Me.
This is quality.
I hope so, anyway.
I want the AA to give us free cover for playing this. How are we doing, Doctor?
We're doing all right.
All right, mate.